Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm Anthony Dance, and welcome to the 5-Minute Facebook Ministry. This morning we're coming out of Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. And it reads, "Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come, and the years approach when you will say, I find no pleasure in them." Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come, and the years approach when you will say, I find no pleasure in them. Now this word is telling us that we need to remember our Creator in our youth. And a lot of us, a lot of people think that they'll wait till they get older before they try to look for Christ, try to search for Christ, and try to become saved because they want to enjoy life. Well, they're saying, when you're creating the days of your youth, while you're youth and you're active, youthful and active, and God can use you, that's when you need to seek Him. Because before the days of trouble come, and the years approach when you will say, I find no pleasure in it. And what this is saying is that, you don't want to wait till, you're old and gray, and you're not able to do the things that you used to be able to do, and you've got to the point where you're not finding the pleasure in the days that you normally find. One thing, if you wait on God, and the longer you wait, the harder your heart becomes. And a hard heart turns you away from Jesus, turns you away from God. It makes it very hard and very difficult for you to understand what God is trying to do or try to talk to you. Your heart is hard. And there are specific examples in the Bible when it talks about hardened heart. Jesus talked about the Pharisees and Sadducees had hardened hearts, and their hearts were hard, and they could not believe, they would not believe, even with the miracles and whatnot that Jesus was doing. They would not believe that He was the Son of God. Pharaoh's heart was hardened when Moses was trying to free the Israelites. And if you wait and you think that you will just be able to say, "Ooh, I'm ready now," your heart may be hard. And the sinful ways that you live and the things that you do just slowly harden your heart. And you end up where you are seeing, but you're blind. You're hearing, but you're deaf. And the reality of what you're hearing or what you're seeing in God's Word doesn't come through. It doesn't come through. You don't, and you won't get to where you are. So we need to remember our Creator. We need to remember God, turn to God. When we're young, we're able today. We don't need to put it off. We don't need to wait. Now, the beauty of this thing is to, this thing says, remember your Creator in the days of your youth. If for some reason, we don't turn to Christ in our youth, it's never too late to turn to Christ. It's never too late. But, you want to make sure that you accept Christ as your personal Savior as soon as you can. Because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know if you're going to reach that old age or if you do that, you will have time to turn to God. Your life could end like that. You won't have time to say or ask God for forgiveness or anything. And the other thing is, if you plan, if you live your life thinking, okay, when I die, before I die, I'm gonna ask God to forgive me. And let's say that something happened, you about to get you in an accident. Excuse me, I had to grab something real quick. And you're in an accident or something, and you're hurting, and all of a sudden you remember that you were supposed to ask God for forgiveness. Now, when you ask in that particular situation, is that coming from your heart? Is it are you just going through something and because you think you need to check the block, or is it coming from your heart? I think it'd be hard to make something that come from your heart when you've been putting it off because you haven't wanted to do it. It's not in your heart to do it. You're just thinking, hey, this is it for me. I'm gonna reach out to God, and that may not be coming from your heart. So while we have youth, while we have our senses, while we can make conscious decisions about being a child of God, being a righteous man or woman of God. We need to remember our Creator, to turn to Him, and stop struggling in this world. Stop trying to figure things out for ourselves, and let God lead and guide us. Okay, that's all the time that I have. God bless you. God loves you, and I love you too. Have a great day.